Well, here I am in between the tomato plants. I feel like I'm on an episode of Laugh-In, and yes, I have just dated myself. With me, I'm finally over here talking with David. David, okay, let's get down to it. What is Tacoma Urban Farm?
Tacoma Urban Farm is my house.
Okay.
That's where I started all my growing at.
Okay.
I have 14 beds in the front. I've got 2 greenhouses in the rear and a big chicken and duck area.
Oh my God, that is a lot of plants that you're growing. So obviously we're here to talk about tomatoes because
Yes.
tomatoes are, for many of us, the first thing that we grow, and they have great payoff. So give me an idea of you mentioned that you were going to be pruning some suckers.
Right.
Okay, so go ahead and prune us some suckers here, David.
Okay, if you look closely, you can see here at the crook of this plant where the leaf comes out
Yep.
and the stem,
Yeah,
there's this little growth right here.
right.
Okay, this is called a sucker. So you want to pitch that off.
Okay,
And this is called 1 liter pruning because we're going to just keep this 1 liter going up. We'll take these off all the time. The other thing you do is this is the first flower,
Okay.
right? So we leave the leaf on that's right below it,
okay.
and then everything else comes off
Why?
because it allows ventilation in the bottom of the plant. It keeps it from splashing water back up from the dirt
Okay.
and then causing disease in the plant.
This makes sense. But now do these plants work on these?
Well, you don't want to do it that way because it really won't work.
This is just here to show you what not to do.
No,
Yes.
no, these are garden stakes.
Okay.
You could get these from 4 feet to 8 feet.
All right.
Okay. What I do is I do Florida weave
Okay.
on them. And what we do is we take the string, right? This is just jute twine.
Okay.
Okay. We come around this side of the tomato,
Okay.
go around to the other stake.
Okay.
Oops.
Oops. Okay.
Do a double wrap on it.
Okay. I'm going to hang on here.
Okay.
Okay.
Normally these would be sunk into the ground. Okay,
Okay.
now you see how it's coming around this side of the tomato plant?
Yes.
So we're going to go around the other side of the tomato plant.
Do you have a diagram for this for people at home? No.
Yes, there is.
Oh, good. Okay.
Actually, there's a right there.
Oh my gosh, there it is. Well, okay. Good job, Cheryl, getting the diagram for us.
And then we come around.
Okay. And that gets wrapped around, looks like
I just go
3
twice.
times? Twice? Okay. All
Okay?
right.
And that'll hold this part of it. And then I come up about a foot,
Okay.
6 inches to a foot,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do another wrap.
All right.
And I'm going to come around and I'm going to do the same thing that I just did below.
Okay.
So we'll come around this way,
This is fascinating.
do a double wrap,
Okay.
and then come around to the other side of the tomato plant.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I heard a rumor that there are 50 beds that you take care of in
Yes.
Tacoma. How did that get started?
Well, oops.
Woo! Here we go. Okay, we're good. We're good.
What I did is I got a grant from AARP to build what I call FIG beds, food independence beds.
Okay.
We started out with 40 of them and continue to grow a little bit. They're all in the parkways around Tacoma, and it allows us to grow food. I figured I'll grow about 2 tons this year,
Wow.
and I give everything away.
Oh my gosh. How many years have you been doing this?
15.
15. Okay, so
This is the 10th year of Food is Free.
that is so impressive. And let's talk about food is free. Because food is free, what's the difference between a food bank and food is free?
We're mutual aid.
Okay.
We don't take any government funding whatsoever. Everything is done from the people. All right, the people support us. The people bring plants in. They bring in their harvest. I have the Urban Harvest Exchange
Okay.
that I'm starting. That's to collect homegrown produce from home gardeners,
Okay.
and then we'll distribute that to the people. And it's available for anybody. I don't care what your income is or anything else. It's to share with everybody.
That is incredible. And you check on these 50 beds, don't you?
Yes, yes. What I do is I'll do the planning,
Yep.
soil testing. I put all the plants in, determine what I'm going to plant in there. The homeowners water them through the season. I come in and fertilize halfway through, and then I harvest them when it comes time to harvest. I give all the homeowners a box once a month with everything that I'm growing in all the different beds. So they get a whole selection.
This is incredible because we are facing, in the sense of food banks, really unprecedented levels of not food. Food is not happening. Give us a forecast. What are you thinking this summer in the sense of growing these, but also growing above and beyond? Is there going to be a strong need for food is free?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's really about building community and getting to know your neighbors. Put a garden out in the front of your house. Grow some food. The neighbors will all come over and talk to you. They'll walk and love watching the plants grow. And it just builds community. It's everybody gets together. We can all work together, and we can try and solve some of the food insecurity.
How do I become a sustaining partner?
Well, you go on PayPal.
Okay.
I've got a link to it on my Facebook page.
Okay.
You could go there and become a sustaining member. I really need that because it's money every month, and it helps pay for gas and the supplies that I need. Like these steaks right here, it's about $300 for all the steaks that I need to have for all my gardens.
Okay.
So I've got about 140 tomato plants planted.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I need a lot of these steaks.
And you need a lot of basil, and you need a lot of cheese also. Volunteers. Tell me, if I wanted to volunteer, how would you put me to work?
Well, you can come over to Tacoma Urban Farm
Okay.
with the 14 beds.
Okay.
They're right out by the street. You come and tend, pull some weeds, and watch things grow. I've also got Triple Earl Gardens where there's 10 beds there. That's in South Tacoma.
Okay.
And it always needs help in the weeding and stuff like that as well. So, I mean, you can come and do that. Or what's most important is grow some food and bring it to us.
Bring it.
Give it away.
Bring the food. And in my neighborhood, I see your handiwork everywhere. I see the food is free, people are growing, and they are putting it on tables, and people are coming to get it because we need this kind of food independence, don't we?
Exactly, exactly. And you know, homegrown produce, there's nothing like it.
It's good.
And you get to share it with people that maybe might have a chance to have homegrown produce.
There we go.
So everybody gets to enjoy it.
I love that.
We all look after each other.
We do. Thank you. Thank you for being here for these beautiful plants. And that wraps up another great segment of Cityline. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some big tomatoes to think about in this next hour, so go out there and be a part of the tapestry and pay it forward. When you come back, as always, David and I will be waiting for you right here at Cityline. Take care.